Again, my amazing people. How's everybody doing? Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, my people. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? So, today we are diving into this topic. And this topic is, which was done or said by Cora Obede. She said, do your research before you jump into marriage. That sounded funny to me because everybody in their right mind and senses. Anyway, it was just an advice based on her experience. So let's say, yeah. So she gave an advice. Hello. We are here. Say hello. We'll just start right away. We don't have to wait. We'll just start right away. And as the Spirit directs, we'll just carry on. So everybody, how you all doing? I've missed everybody here. I've missed everybody. So, but we are back. We are here. A lot of things has been catching up with me, and that's why. But all things being equal, we are here. Greetings, everybody. So you can see what the title is. According to I think just just a week before Cora Obidi's birthday, she came out to give an advice to her fans, and she said, do your research before you get married. So to me, I was like, this is like medicine after death. But anyway, it's still an advice. It's left for you to pick what you want to pick. They said no advice or no knowledge is a waste. Yeah, no knowledge is a waste. So you can listen to something and then you extract something from it. So that's how life is. It's not every advice that somebody gives to you that is, you must take. So you need to filter it and have a rethink. So she came up just a week before her birthday. She said, hello, everybody. I've missed everybody. You are welcome. 16 of you watching. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you for joining, guys. So we'll just dive into it as the Spirit direct, like I said. So like you all have seen on the title, greetings, everybody. Yeah, greetings, my people. Thank you. So like you all, like I put on the title, she said, do your research before you get married. And to me, I was like, this is like medicine after death. Like you have, but I still say it's an advice, right? So she advises and told her minors or her followers or her fans that you need to do your research before you get married, because all the things she's saying, she's still saying it indirectly, giving advice towards her experience and still talking about her ex. So she must always bring one thing that will still lead her to talk about her ex. So she came up with this and said, just a week before her birthday, I think her birthday is today, Sunday, but today is Monday morning here in New Zealand. So I'll say her birthday was yesterday, but I think her birthday is still, other parts of the world is still Sunday, right? So we'll say today is her birthday. So before that, a week before, she came up to say, do your research before you get married. And I was looking at it and I said, this is like after you have gotten what you wanted, right? So after getting what she wanted and she has gotten her green card, so now she's advising other women to say, oh, before you go into marriage. You need to do your research. And I'm like, I think every sensible person, because that's why I said it's an advice. You can take some things from what she said. And she has also given me something to say, which is this content. But any reasonable person will do research before marriage. Marriage is not boyfriend and girlfriend. Marriage is not something you just like rush into today and rush out tomorrow. It's a lifetime thing. So definitely, if you are going into marriage, you will definitely do research. So based on her failed marriage, she has now realized and start advising her fans to say that, oh, you guys need to do your research before marriage. And I'm like, oh yeah, you can come and tell us that now, because you didn't do your research properly. And why didn't you do your research properly? Because you were, like, from what she said, you will listen to the video, she said due to pressure. She had pressure. She was pressured back home, maybe while she was in China. So she had this pressure. You need to get married. You need to get married. That's from what she's saying. So that was why she got into marriage. You will listen to it. She said due to pressure. So now you got into marriage. So are you now telling us that based on your own situation, you wouldn't have married the person you married? Right? That's what you are trying to tell us now. Now that you have achieved your aim, that you have come to the United States of America, that you have gotten your green card. So now you are telling us now that, because look at it, she has already, she was pressured to get married, right? And then she has achieved what she wanted, right? She has gotten her green card. She has achieved. So now she's now blaming the ex that, oh, if I had known, I would have done my research before. So guys, if you want to get married, do your research. There's nothing wrong. It's a good advice. But it's like medicine after death. You should have told us why you didn't do your research before you got into the marriage. Because now you're telling us that do your research. So you that is advising, why didn't you do your own research before you got married? And then you ended up less than 5 years later with a failed marriage. Like somebody rightly said, the person said, is a failed marriage a failed life? No, definitely not. If you have a failed marriage, you can still pick up your life. You can still pick up your humble beginning, and you can start your life again with somebody else. For the fact that you had a failed marriage is not the end of the road. All you need to do is to move on. Once it is failed, it's not the end of your road. It's like we used to say in Nigeria, it's not the last bus stop. You still got a life. You can still move. So every time you come out to say, we move. It's been 2 years already. We move, but you haven't moved. All the time, you will still look for something that will lead for you to go back to the very point where you stop. Because like that video she made where she said she's, Chizo, how you doing? Jamin, thank you for joining. Thank you, oh, Brenda, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Loretta, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, you almost have seen that video where she was advising. She was advising her fans that, look, you need to do your research before you get married. And I'm like, this is like medicine after death. You would have, first of all, tell us why you didn't do your research before you got into your marriage and then it became a failed marriage. Then you now proceed to advise people and say, based on my experience, I'm now telling you guys to do research. Definitely, like I said from the onset, something like marriage is not a boyfriend and girlfriend. Without being told, you need to know that you have to do research. That is why, like in our own culture, Africa, where we come from, if you are getting married to somebody, your family will go and do some background check. They might want to know about that family, the family you come from. This, how is this family? How is that family? Some people even take extra mile to go to their village to ask people to know what is about this family. Are they good family? Are they troublesome family? People go extra mile because this involves lifetime. That is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a lifetime journey. Nobody prays to get into marriage and after 5 years, you are out. That is why we need to do the research, like she said. But my worries about her is that she needed something. So she utilized the advantage. She took advantage of it to get what she wanted. After she has achieved what she wanted, then now she feels, Odogu, I can stand by myself. And now she is advising people, oh, people, if you need to get married, you need to do research. Because, like she said, she gave instances and example things you need to do and why you need to do research. She also advised the women or her fans that one important thing is you need to learn how to cook. And that caught my attention. She said, if you want to go into marriage, you need to learn how to cook. Does that mean, is she telling us something? Is she telling us she doesn't know how to cook? That was part of the reason, because she is advising them, you need to know how to cook. Because from most of our videos, you can see what she cook. Or at the end of the day, she goes out to restaurant to eat. So she was advising women or her fans on that particular video. She said, you need to know how to cook so that when you know how to cook, you'll be able to save some money. But I think what she's advising is just the opposite, because every now and then we see her going to the best restaurants to eat. So you are advising somebody to do this, but in practice, you are not actually doing that. So she did also mention, hi everybody. Nicola, you're welcome. So our topic is based on the video Cora did last week before her birthday. She was advising her fans that they need to do research before they get married. Like I said, everybody will do a research before getting married, because getting married is not like boyfriend and girlfriend. It's a long-term thing. It's not, nobody wants to get into marriage today and jump out. So that is why we actually need to do some background check, which she mentioned. So why didn't she do her background check? Then she talked about being pressured. She said, in her case, people were like, get married. You don't want to get married. get married. You don't want to get married. So when they told her that, I think that's now she's trying to paint JD like a bad guy. But I'm really sure I've seen videos where JD was talking about during their marriage how he will go to work and come back and mop the floor. How he will come back from work and take care of baby J then. So at that time, it's not as if she's going to office work. She was all at home. But JD will go to work. In one of JD's video, he did mention that, how he will go to work, come back and still take care of the baby. Come back and still tidy the house. Come back and still mop the floor. The videos are still online. Do you think such a man was a bad man? A man that will go to work and come back and still tidy up the house. If possible, cook for the family, mop the floor, and take care of the baby. Do you think such man was a bad man? I don't think so. A man that will go to work and come back, instead of that man to come back and be served by the wife. Oh, my dear, you've gone for 12 hours shift, or you've gone for 8 hours work. My dear, I have prepared you a meal. And the man is just supposed to eat and relax. But that man will come back from work, who, if you have not heard it, is on JD's video. He has said it, how he will go to work and come back and still mop the floor and tidy up the house. Then they had baby J. He will still take care of baby J. The videos are online. So do you think that kind of man is a bad man or was a bad man? Do you think that type of man was a bad man? A man that will go to work and come back and cook and mop the house and take care of the baby? I don't think so. But you know, when you have a failed marriage, we start pointing fingers. Oh, this person wasn't good. Oh, this person was not good. But the videos are there. The evidence are there. We remember when she went to, was it American Got Talent? Or Do You Know How to Dance? You know that show? That was the very first time I saw KO. I was like, who is this African woman that is pregnant and have come to dance? That was the first time I saw her. And I'm like, wow. And you know how they will show her, then they say, who is the love of your life? Because that's what she said at that time. She said, the love of my life is with me. If that man was not good at that time, you will not call him the love of your life. That's to show you that that guy was committed to her. And JD has always been saying it. But when the money came, that is when everything changed. She felt, now I'm in America. Now I've got my green card. So what else? I'm now making the money. In fact, I'm making the money more than you. So that's when things fell apart. So let's go back to our topic where she said, before you get married, Anifia, how you doing? Christine, thank you for joining. If Justin only vested, my dear. Well, yeah, let me see what you guys are saying. Chizo. Hi, Anicort, how are you? I'm fine. She got into marriage to Justin because she had exactly the mission was accomplished. So exactly, my dear, if she had gone to America and she did not have this green card and she was not able to achieve what she has achieved, she will still, be kind of committed so that she can get what she wanted. But as soon as the money started coming and she talked to her sister, hey, my dear, do you know how much I made this month? 40, for example, 40,000 US dollars. Trust us now, Africans. And the sister said, maybe, oh yeah, start shipping that money. Oh yeah, start bringing it. And that was when things fell apart. So, like I said, somebody said, is a failed marriage a failed life? No. A failed marriage is not a failed life. Even when your marriage is failed, you can still pick up the broken pieces and move on and stop talking about your past and try to see how you can move forward. A lot of people have failed marriages. They pick their pieces together. They put themselves together. They stop talking about their ex or their exes, and then they move and they eventually find somebody else and they start a new life. And all the time, she keep wishing, if ever I will get married again. I wish if I happen to get married again, I pray this, that. You are still wishing, but you are not doing the things that will lead you to see that man. Ah. Okay. So, sorry guys, a call was coming in. So she talked about pressure that she was kind of, she had this, people were like, you haven't got married, you haven't got married. So she ended up just going to the dating site, right? Because that's where she met the ex, and one thing led to one thing and she got married. And luckily for her, she got married to a good guy. But you know what? Greed ended that marriage. So she continued on with her advice, and she said women should learn how to cook. She did mention that about the pressure thing, and then she said she's talking to herself. Now let's listen to what she said. I know most of you must have heard or seen that video, but let's hear what she was saying, and then we'll continue from there.
When it comes to someone you want to marry, when you want to spend the rest of your life with, God, as you can see in my life, the person can literally make and try to destroy you. You need to be very careful, very, very, very careful with who you choose to spend your life with. I know the pressure will be a lot. Oh, your mother will be putting pressure. When are you going to marry? Don't go, just go and swipe on Tinder, and because you have a good, nice first date, second date, oh, you're feeling like this is the person. Go and find out if the person has, do your research, background check. Do they have charges? What is their family like? Do they have anything? Do they have any history of certain things? What is their, do your research. If I had done my research, my story would be different today.
So what she's saying now, she didn't do her research. That if she had done her research, her story would have been different. So I think every responsible person that wants to get married will definitely do research. Like I said, research. A marriage is not boyfriend and girlfriend. It's not relationship. It's something that is a union of two people. So definitely you need to do your research. So she didn't do research from what she said. She went to Tinder or whatever they call the dating site. She got married, and she got married to, she saw a good guy who was ready to build a family with her. But like I said, her greed ended up the marriage.
If I had done my research, my story would be different today. If I just take 5 minutes to ask the first wife, why did you run away? My story would be different today. But I
So now she's telling us that she would have, that she learned JD was married before, that she would have done a research to ask or to do a research about why did the from what I understand, I don't think JD actually did marriage with another woman. I don't know, you guys can correct me. I don't think so, because he was talking about his is it a school high school love or something like that. He never said he got married to that woman. I don't, I stand to be corrected, guys. I don't think so. But Cora is now saying that she would have done research to find out why the first woman left before she came. But good, she came. At least she has gotten what she wanted. She has gotten a green card. She has gotten a better life for herself. So all you need to do is to be grateful and thankful, like she said. She said she's thankful. That is what you should be saying. That is the only thing you should be saying. You are thankful to have met him. He changed your life. That is it. Guys, let's listen again.
was just like, pressure everywhere. Sure. Let me just give them what they want.
So there was pressure everywhere. So she decided to give them what they want.
There's nothing as important as the person you choose to spend the rest of your life with, especially when you do like all this public marriage. Your identity is tied to that person for the rest of your life. There's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
So it's a regret now, right?
Number 3. Number written. What number are we? Pauline Helen. Thank you so much for 100 stars. What number are we? Can someone tell me the number we are in?
This life is truly not balanced, my people.
Regret nothing. Regret, I find regret to be a very useful tool in my life, because regret is a telltale of what I'm not gonna do again. I don't live in the illusion of regret nothing. Yes,
you don't have anything to regret because you have achieved your goal. You have achieved your goal. So what regret do you have? No regret
of what I regretted, so that I don't repeat it again.
Okay.
So I don't like that whole regret nothing.
You don't have to.
It's a good narrative to live by, but for me, regret is a useful tool in my life to tell me what I will never repeat again.
Okay. You don't have any regret because you have achieved your aim. You have achieved your goal.
And if you're older than me and you have any truths that you want to share, kindly share in the comment section. We're talking about 33 things I've learned that I wish I knew in my 20s. It's my birthday week, and we're just going down.
It was our birthday week.
You know what I mean? So, yes. Hey.
She have gone to Justin now.
One. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Eat right, please. Don't say because I'm broke. Eat right. Eat right. Please.
You
I
can
need to
see it
please you.
that even in
Provide.
one of her video, there's nothing that has changed about her. She told us how she got boys that are servicing her. And tomorrow, she's still coming out to say that how I wish I will someday get a man that will marry me again. How can you get a responsible man that will marry you when you come on a podcast and you are saying that you got boys that services you, and you think those men, they are listening to all these things, and you expect another scapegoat that will come again and take you, and tomorrow again you come again and give the same advice? Do your research before you get married. Everything depends on self-control. How you are able to control yourself. It's very important. Just recently, in one of her videos, she was talking about orgasm. And she was saying that, oh, I think I just did that post. She said how she wish she will get a man that will satisfy her orgasm. So, with all these boys that she said are servicing her, she has not got a man that will take her to the sky. With all this life, even the ones she wrote in her book, even the way she behaved, she's still saying that she pray she gets a man that will take her to orgasm. So you see that she has this, I think it's just two things. You see her sister's husband has this high libido. And I think she also has this high libido. So it was just, whether it was, I don't know, maybe it would have been the sister's husband that would have suit her. You can see in that video, one of the video where she was live, and you saw what Nancy's husband was doing because her sister-in-law was dancing like she normally does, and this man was moved. The video is online, and he didn't know he was being recorded, or Cora was live, and you all saw what he was doing. A man that can be moved by his own sister-in-law, then you should know that there's something wrong. You all saw the video where the Nancy husband came to say how he was able to resolve his problem, libido problem, when the sister deprived him of SES. He was able to go and report to the parents. And Nancy came up to say, oh, the husband libido is so high. And you can see the same thing is happening here. So it was just like, assuming it was Chita and Cora, maybe they would have been a good match instead of Nancy and Chita. So that is what I say. Let me just come and tell you guys, because I said, okay, no, yeah, she was giving this advice just a week before her birthday, which was today, and she said 33 things she should have known before she got married. So she's advising her fans, don't do this mistake I did. 33 things you're supposed to have known, which I did the mistake. I don't want you guys to go into it again. Learn how to cook. Don't be pressurized. Don't let people pressure you to say, get married, and then you start going to dating app. Oh, I want this person, without doing your background check. Then at the end of the day, like she said, your marriage fails. Because when your marriage fails, you're not going to blame it on anybody. You're supposed to take responsibility. Start your life again. Put yourself together. Forget about your ex. Stop talking about your ex. Move on. But my dear, every day we come up and we say, it's been 2 years since the divorce. But we are still on the same matter. She is still talking. Because, why is she doing that? In one of her videos, it was an interview. She said she used the advantage of her marriage saga, and then she monetized it. She converted her saga into money. So somebody that converted her divorce to money, and the money is coming, the more you are doing the saga, the more the money is coming. Do you think such a person will want to end the saga? No. You know why? Because when you end the saga, the money stop coming. Okay, look at this simple thing. JD said, I don't want these children to be online. Just because we have to protect them. And boom, even as I'm talking to you now, after that message was passed, she's still putting the children on Instagram. She's still putting the children everywhere. And people will say, it's her children, it's her children. But the point is, protect your children. Even when she seek advice from that Uber driver. You remember when she traveled? The Uber driver told her, why do you want to put your children on social media? You know these strangers, they get obsessed with children. And that's why when they come, they say, oh, these children are so beautiful. Oh, baby A have grown, baby J have grown. Because they are obsessed with these children. And the man is trying to protect the children. Put them away. Do your own thing. Put these children away for their own safety and protection. But what did the mother do? She said no. Even as we are talking to you guys today, the children's voices are still, once she's cooking, she put them by the side so that people can still be hearing their voices. Just 2 days ago, baby A was on the high chair and she fell. Boom, 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 boom. Where she was busy talking about her meta and stars and this, she didn't concentrate and that baby fell on her live video again. This is something recent. 2 days ago, it happened. 2 days ago. Go watch the video. So, why am I bringing this? If you have been told not to put these children on social media and you have them without the camera and you are cooking and your baby is on a high chair and the baby fell, nobody is going to know. Nobody is going to see them. Nobody is going to talk because you only talk what you can see. Because the children are off camera, anything that happens to them, nobody sees them. Nobody knows. But no, she wants to bring them online for more views. And what happened? She was preparing, was it pizza or something? And she was also talking about her stars and meta and this. And baby J and baby A was on that same high chair. That girl has fallen, I said in my post, she has fallen over 101 times. On that same high chair. And before she knew it, the baby was on the floor. This is recent. This is 2 days ago. And the baby was crying again on her live video. Is this what we want to be seeing? When you are alive, your children is falling down, your children are crying. That's not nice. But her fans say that there's nothing wrong with it, that it is normal. It is normal for a child to fall. But how many times will a child fall and you continue to say it is normal? If child falls 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, keep going and keep counting. And people still say it's normal. It's normal. Children fall. Don't you see that as a negligence? Don't you see it as the mom not paying attention to the child? But people say, no, it's normal. Children fall all the time. Yes, children fall all the time. But not every time on your life. A child will fall. A child will fall. A child will fall. What, I mean, when things happen like this, what do they normally say? For safety, isolate, eliminate, minimize. You find ways to protect that child from falling. You don't just come and say, oh, children fall all the time, because you want to protect somebody. You find a way, a solution. What do we do so that this child will stop falling down? You eliminate, you minimize, you isolate. You find solutions to a problem, but not that you allow a child to continue falling every time on your life. And this baby will be crying, and you will say, or her fans will say, it's normal. It's normal. Children fall. If a child falls 1, it's okay. Twice, it's okay. 3 times, it's okay. But not when a child keeps falling continuously in the presence of the mom. And you will tell us that it is normal? Write it there if you think it is normal. Anyway, guys, this is just a short one. I said, let me just come up and have a word with you all. Yeah, so that's my topic for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Before you go, guys, send some like, press the love button, guys, and send some love and like. Chizo, thank you for always being here. Thank you for your support. Laura, thank you. Nicola, thank you. Shemin, Brenda, thank you, everybody. Luciana, everybody. Erimasi, Marcia. Thank you, everybody that was on this live. I can see 20 of you here. Thank you so much. So we have come to the end of this live. That's what I just had in mind. And I said, let me quickly come and drop it here. Let's, interact. And the message today is, Cora said we should always do research before we get married. But I know nobody will just jump into marriage without doing a research, because marriage is not just boyfriend and girlfriend. Marriage is a union. It's a long-term thing. So anybody will always do a research. If you have not done research, or you feel maybe your family is getting married and you guys don't do research, I think it's high time people start doing research, so that you get to know the family background of that person before you finally get hooked up to that family and to that person. Because when you are married, you're not just married to that individual, but to the whole family, even to the community, even to the state where that person come from. because as soon as you start raising children and you get married, you're gonna leave your family and you're gonna change your name and you're gonna go to this family. So take for example, you knew nothing about that family. How are you gonna do? And that will be a red flag. That might be a sign that that marriage is not gonna last. So before anybody gets married, like Cora said, after her failed marriage, she has just realized that you need to do research before you get married, because maybe due to pressure, she just went to the dating app, got married. But like I said, she met the right guy, but she couldn't manage it and the marriage failed. But a failed marriage is not a failed life. Even when you have a failed marriage, you can still put yourself together and move on. I'll end my life here and I'll see you all again in my next one. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.